And I got way too many feels, way too much emotion. I don't even know what's real. I don't need to get along with your best friend, even better with your family. I go.
What's up, friends? Welcome to today's video. Obviously, this is going to be a full day of eating. This has been so highly requested, and I need to film more of these because I've been switching up my meals. We've been pushing food, and they're really easy for me to film when I don't have a ton of shit going on. So I will try to be better about these. Let me know if you want more of these, but obviously you saw my staple breakfast. I have been sticking with my omelet per usual, and then lately I've been using the pumpkin spice latte level 1 to make my French toast. I love protein French toast more than anybody else in the world loves protein French toast. Like, I cannot explain to you how good it is. You just have to make it. The ice cream sandwich flavor level 1 is a banger. I've also used peppermint bark. Kind of a weird vibe for protein French toast, but if you want the actual recipe, I promise you it's super simple, but just go to my Instagram, go to my recipes highlight, and as of right now, it is the second to last post in the highlight, so click through to there, and it will have my protein French toast recipe, but I love me some breakfast food. So anyway, I ate that at like 8 a.m. It's now 12:15, and if this were a training day, I would have had my pre-workout bagel. And then, of course, I would have my post-workout Formula 1 and Ignition, but today is a rest day, and I mean, I'm like pretty full from breakfast. My digestion is a little bit off today, but that's what happens when you push food and you're full, right? You're never gonna feel like totally empty. So that's how you can kind of tell that you're in a surplus. Just a fun fact, but I just made some lunch, so I'm gonna show you what I have here, which obviously I've not started up yet, but I have some jasmine rice in here. This is polenta, the yellow stuff. I got polenta from Trader Joe's. I've seen it on Instagram on my friend Celeste's Instagram, which I know she's watching this, so thanks for inspiring me with the polenta. I had no idea what it was. I guess it's just cornmeal. It's a carb source. So I didn't have very much of it left, so that's why I added some jasmine rice for some more carbs. And then I topped it with my good old Bolthouse Farms Sweet Heat Sriracha dressing. This is my freaking obsession. It is literally 3 fat, 3 carbs, 1 protein per serving. And I usually only have it once a day, but lately I've been having it twice, so freaking yum. So I'm going to eat this, and I have just been working through client check-ins all morning. So grateful for my team. It's actually the last week of Fast Track to Fit, which is insane to me. So we are getting everyone transitioned into plans moving forward. And I know I don't ever really pitch my coaching. I honestly just like kind of forget, but if you don't know, hi, I'm an online fitness coach. And if you are interested in applying for coaching, it will be the first link in the description box. I'm doing a lot of revamping on the back end side of things just to make things more streamlined and cohesive and consolidated. And it's going to be so good to just feel better about all that and provide more value, of course, to my clients. So yeah, if you want to apply for coaching, like I said, first link in the description box will take you to the application form. But stay tuned for some very exciting announcements coming soon. I've been working on things behind the scenes, and I promise it'll all make sense soon. So anyways, yes, gonna enjoy this lunch. I will show you the next thing that I eat. If you think you know what it is, because it's gonna come right after this meal, like in my time, comment below what you think it is, and then come back up, press play. Let me know if you were right. Swag slippers. Vans Power Grain. Did you guess correctly? And if you tell me that you got Vans waffles and you're just so happy and they're not the Power Grains, I cannot support you. And I'm not sorry about it. It's Vans Power Grains or die. Also having one of these bad boys. Let's go. All right, so next meal is going to be some jazzy rice. Got some soy sauce on him. Green beans, and I am currently making my chicken thigh in the air fryer, and I actually have gotten so many questions about how to track the breadcrumbs. So what I do is I just weigh out 10 grams of these, track that, and then I cut up the chicken thigh raw, and I'll put it in a bowl, like cut it up into little pieces, just kind of like mix the guys up, throw them in the air fryer, and that is how it goes. So these will be done in a couple minutes. Let's just check them. So I usually wait until they're a little bit more like brown, like crispier. I'm sure they are cooked all the way through. I always check, but I like them a little crispier. So when that is done, these guys will be going over here, and that will be the next meal. You know what time it is. It is cold brew crew time. And if you watched a previous video, it was a few videos back, I did my extensive 10-step process on how to make this, but today we'll just do a quick rundown. So this is the cold brew that we get from Costco. Then I go ahead and add ice, duh. Some skinny syrups, this is just the one I'm plowing through right now. Some sugar-free French vanilla creamer, and then almond milk. And you stir that bad boy up, and you use an aluminum straw so your teeth do not get black from coffee. And it's so dang good. Howdy. I realize I haven't showed my face that much in this video, so hi. Right now I am making dinner, but since it is a full day of eating, I gotta show you everything. So while I'm making dinner, I'm snacking on these peppermint M&Ms, white chocolate peppermint, and I usually do this around dinner time, and I'll have like, dude, 4 or 5 M&Ms max. So I don't track them, but we just have some in the fridge, and it's a nice little thing. So figured I would show you that, but what I am making right now is some rice in the microwave, and then I got this cilantro lime shrimp from Costco yesterday, so I'm gonna have some of that, and then I believe, let's see what else I have tracked. Oh, and then I'm gonna do some zucchini and some more sweet heat sriracha because I'm a saucy gal. Okay, you know that new song, Loco Contigo, I think? Anyways, there's one part in it where Tyga goes, "You like salsa? I'm saucy." And I'm like, that's me. I'm saucy. Not saucy, saucy. Okay, so anyways, I'll show you the final product when I am done here. All right, so here is what we are working with. Again, got the jazzy rice, the soy sauce, the sweet heat sriracha, got some zucchini in there, and then the shrimp are underneath. So I'll stir that up, enjoy that. And usually I will say I only do one meal a day like this where it's the soy sauce and the sweet heat sriracha. But you know what? Just because I'm filming a full day of eating doesn't mean I'm gonna like get creative and switch things up. I'm just showing you how I do things on the fly. A lot of my food does stay the same, but I will vary up a few things day to day. And obviously today was a rest day, so I don't have my pre-workout bagel or my Formula One Ignition. But I wanted to also show you might have seen this on the side. I got this new cream of rice. So it's Rice and Grinds brand from Pride Foods. You can order this on Amazon. And Lexi has the brown sugar and cinnamon flavor, and I tried it a couple nights ago for the first time ever. Like, I usually just do oats, but oats have a lot of fiber, so now that my carbs are getting up there, it can be hard on digestion, which, by the way, my digestion today is just so fucked up, and I know it's my hormones because I can just tell by the way I feel that things are off, and that sucks because digestion takes a hit. It's not time for me to have hormonal fluctuations, but this is just part of life after competing. So just know you might feel like shit time and time again after you compete. But you know what? It's all part of a process. We're restoring, we are healing, we are honoring. Okay, so anyway, all of that is to say that coming back to digestion, fiber from oats can just be a bit much, especially at night when you just lay in bed all night, you wake up in the morning, feel like shit. My gut health has gotten better, but I've been mixing oats with cream of rice as of 2 nights ago, which you'll see my final meal tonight. Because Lexi had me try the cream of rice, and it was so good, dude, so good. So I ordered the chocolate brownie flavor, but they have a ton of different flavors, and I think we're just gonna like ball out and get them all, because it's the little things, you know? So anyway, wanted to share that. I got that from Amazon today, and you will see that later. So with that, I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and I will catch you for the final meal. Next up, I figured I would show you what I do every night just to help with water intake, and then of course getting these supplements in is I will fill up my tumbler with ice and water, and then I go ahead and mix in 1 scoop of glutamine, which helps with your immune health, gut health, and recovery. And then I also do 1 scoop of creatine, which basically, this is the most researched supplement in the fitness industry. I would encourage you to do your own research, but it just helps you crank out those last few reps because this basically adds more energy sources into your muscle cells, and you want to take this every single day, even on rest days, because it works from like a saturation standpoint. So you want to keep your creatine stores full every single day. That way that extra energy is there for you to crank out a few extra reps in the gym and therefore break your muscle down a little bit more and therefore rebuild a little bit more. So this helps with the gains. You want creatine monohydrate, and there is a misconception that creatine causes bloating. And this is not true. Creatine just pulls water into your muscle cells, so it's not going to be like a subcutaneous bloat, right? If you're bloated or you feel watery, that's because there's water between your skin and your muscle cells, and you'll be able to look at your physique and tell that. However, if you are taking creatine, it's pulling water into your muscle cells. So the cells are going to be full of water, but it's going to look way different than when you're bloated. So I've never had issues with this affecting my digestion or giving me like gas or anything like that, because First Form is just so high quality. So that's the one that I use. And then I will go ahead and add some Mio water flavoring. Lemonade is one of my favorite flavors. So we are just going to add this bad boy in there, and then I stir him up and drink him up. So yeah, I do that every single night. Just wanted to include that here. And I will see you later for this guy. One other thing I wanted to touch on here is typically after a meal, like I will want something sweet. And right now I'm choosing to do this because it just helps with like that kind of sweet tooth craving. But if I do truly want to eat something like untracked, like a piece of candy, I will do it. Like I just showed you those M&Ms. But I will base it on how I feel. So right now, like I told you, my digestion is off. I like feel very full. I don't have the desire to actually put anything else in my body besides this water, obviously. So I'm choosing against having something, but I'm also here to tell you, like, that's my thought process. And if I really wanted like a little Reese's white chocolate heart or a Kit Kat, or a couple more M&Ms, like I would do it, but right now my stomach just like does not feel the greatest, so I genuinely don't want it. And I figured that would be insightful to share here because I never thought that I would get to that point, because obviously my cravings are like out of control for the first, you know, month or two post show, and I allowed myself to do that shit, and I think I just kind of got it all out of my system, and I still allow myself to do it here and there, but it's not after every meal and it's not every day. It's just based on how I feel. So I figured I would share that now, give you this real time like thought process and how I'm handling everything. So it's crazy because I never thought I would be in this position, but we Gucci, so we're listening to our body, and there's that. Now I will catch you for the next meal. All right, final meal. I wanted to show you everything before I put all the toppings on, but basically I just mixed 1 pouch of this packet of oats, the maple and brown sugar, with half a serving of the chocolate brownie cream of rice. And then I also added some stevia in there as well, and some PB Fit. Microwaved it, put it in the freezer for a few minutes just so it's not like super freaking hot. And then I used my Walden Farms maple walnut syrup on top. I'm going to be adding half a serving of this banana nut granola, so dang good. Also a 1/4 serving of this all-American butter, the sugar pie honey chunk, also amazing. And the final topping will be whipped cream. So I'm gonna put all that together and enjoy it. But hopefully you enjoy this full day of eating. I feel like this video is probably not that long, but I know that you've been requesting full days of eating quite often. So let me know if you want me to continue doing these. Hopefully you got some new meal ideas. But yeah, that is what I have for you today. So as always, if you watched until now, I am taking all my good vibes. I'm sending them your way. If you could give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell before you leave, that would be dope. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!
Oh,